Hello everyone, how's it going? Good to see you all, as always. Let me just make an adjustment here a little bit, there we go. I'll keep it like that, that's fine. Okay, there we go. So how is everybody doing? Hope you all are well. Yeah, 'twas a week before before Lower Decks, before Christmas. 'Twas the week before Lower Decks, that's right. Trekyards is here. How's it going, Trekyards? $25 super chats for shots of peach schnapps. It's going good for me. Thanks for asking. Trout bum wombat. Oh. And we have a special guest joining us today. That's right.
I'll crush you with my bare hands. Decepticons, attack! The universe is mine! I am Megatron, leader of the Decepticons. I'll crush you with my bare hands.
Yeah, this is one of the what is it? Modern Icons helmets, actually. I just picked this up today. Saw it a few days ago and tried to put off buying it, but couldn't resist.
Decepticons, attack!
You can see me in there. So yeah, I got this today. Absolutely loving it. They got a sound wave too. There was an Optimus Prime apparently. Good luck finding it. But not much is up. Thank you for asking, Wayne. Hello, Don. Donnie. Come on, up here. Come on up. Come here, over here. Over there, and then up. There you go. Good pug. Yeah, so here's the box. The box is really nice on this one. Got work on the back. And then the features of the helmet there. Again, very cool. Definitely happy I picked it up, but yeah. So anyhow, we're just gonna do a live of some sort, see what's shaking with you guys, what you guys want to talk about, because Friday nights moving forward, starting next week, will be my Lower Deck first reaction reviews. So I'll get you guys in the mindset to be here Friday nights by hanging out with you guys tonight. So in case I missed it, just out of curiosity, how much did Megatron cost? It's $150 US, or no, $150 Canadian, sorry. But when I have the EB Platinum card, so I had like $15 knocked off of it, so not too bad. Megas XLR. I fucking love Megas XLR. A lot of people forget about that show. That show's fucking great. Yes, 100%. Shannon Murphy, I have some great news to share. I've finally taken up drawing again after 4 years of drawing nothing at all. My first drawing turned out in a way that looked like I hadn't stopped. Muscle memory. It's one of those things, kind of like riding a bike. once you get it, you get it. So good. It's been a creative outlet for me. Very cool. You should draw Captain Foley. That's what you should do. Maybe not, because who would want to do that? Wayne says I got to get Paramount Plus back up and running again. Yes, you do. So guys, I have a pinned post up at the chat on the top of the chat there. It says for $25 super chats, I will take some shots of my peach schnapps. So Doc McGillicuddy's. So good stuff. I don't have much, like half a bottle, but you know, just to make things interesting. I can give a Foley drawing a shot. Okay. Oh, I was just talking about shots. Give drawing a Foley a shot. Gotcha. Cool. Trekyards, have you ever bought any of the Star Trek posters off of Scributech or SciPubTech? No, I have not. I don't have a lot of posters per se, but yeah. Ozzy asked, when is the next Drunk Live? We were hoping to maybe do one this week, during the week. Or it's next Saturday as a kickoff for Lower Decks. So we'll see. Keep an eye out for the announcements and stuff. Everybody's asking when the next Drunkyards is. I want to do a Drunkyards of just me hanging out with you guys, and perhaps Sylvia joining me as well. That might be fun. So that might be something I might do down the road. But yeah, August was a really bad month for us as far as revenue goes. So if you guys can help out in any way with super chats, I'd really appreciate it. I know Samuel would as well. So anything you guys can do would be awesome. But please hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit it and let's talk. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about anything. Anything you guys want to talk about, we'll talk about. So this is the way. Trying to see what. I realized the power went out. As such, some of the stuff in my room is not on. There we go. Ugh. There, I'm back. Todd Walker says, I have been out of the Star Trek loop for a while. Is the fourth movie still happening? If so, did get Carl over? No, it's not happening, and obviously no then. Shannon says, Wrath of Khan is going back into theaters for the 40th anniversary. Yes, I might go check that out. SC Scout Guy, I have COVID for the second time since 2021 this week, and holy shit, it was terrible. I am just now starting to feel human again. Sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better soon. Ozzy, and we can get super fully drunk next Drunk Live with his shirt off and full nipped power. Okay, it's probably not going to happen, but okay. All right, so other than that, I'm just drinking water tonight. So water and peach schnapps. So what do you guys want to talk about? Throw me a topic. Throw me 5 topics. I don't care. Stuart did take his shirt off one night. I mean, I've taken it off more than one night, so. But hey, anything's possible. Yeah, but 1 week until the Lower Decks first reaction reviews start. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for season 3 of Lower Decks. Lower Decks is a great show. And yeah, tune in tomorrow for our David Bessig, more of the Bessig verse. He's going to be talking about his book that he's coming out with, and all of the very detailed, in-depth things about his universe. That'll be tomorrow. That's the edited one. And then next week we're going to do a live with David Bessig. So if you want to join that and actually be part of that conversation and hear him talk about it live, you can do that as well. So Shannon Murphy says, have you done one of those personality tests? I have not, no. Ozzy, are you going to watch Hours of Dragon or House of Dragon tomorrow night? Probably not. I'll probably wait till there are a few episodes stacked up because I hate having to wait a week. Jill Valentine says, so Captain, what do you think about seeing the Enterprise D again in Picard? Very happy about that. Hopefully they do it justice. I've heard rumors that they've rebuilt the Enterprise D bridge, and I'm excited to see it. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it's not the one from Generations, even though that would make the most sense because that's the one that crashed on the planet, at which they recovered. But I think it'll be the classic TNG bridge, as opposed to the Generations one with the consoles on the side and stuff. So. Owen Gaming, what do you think about casual Trek fans? They're awesome. Why would you even ask that question? Owen Gaming, it's a new name. I haven't seen you comment here before, so we love all Trek fans equally. So, yeah, that's why we create content that we do, because we just love Trek fans. So, yeah, casual Trek fans are fine. Nothing wrong with being a casual fan at all. Jeremy Caulfield, there's always time for punitive spirituality. The Holy Gabriel, have you heard the rumors that Amazon may be bringing in Hawk Altsby and Mark Fergus from The Expanse to be the creative team for the new Amazon Stargate series? I haven't heard that, and those names ring no bells for me. Yes, I did watch all The Expanse, but still don't know who they are, so... Owen Gaming says, I feel intimidated. Please don't. This chat's for everybody. We have a very welcoming community, and yeah, Trek fans of all different calibers of knowledge, or casualness, if you will. So don't feel intimidated. So sorry for intimidating you. Didn't mean to. It's all good. It's not just Star Trek. We talk about everything here. These late night lives are basically just a hangout. So, yeah, don't worry about that. Don't feel intimidated. Do you think there will be another TNG? No. Trek or not says, Trek fans, infinite diversity, my friend. Yes, infinite diversity and infinite combinations. Cosmo movie, or will they wait till Picard ends and see how it is received? Depends what happens at the end of Picard. I have a sneaking suspicion that Picard is going to die at the end of season 3 of Picard again. And actually be dead this time. So I don't know. A movie would be great, but you could bring in the other cast, I guess, and be on the USS Picard. Maybe they name a ship after him in honor of him. I don't know. But it could be fine that way. Owen Gaming says, I have a question about the Data character. Well, shoot. Go ahead. Ask. Mark Lawrence, $25. Lower Decks is so close I can taste it. Does it taste like sweat and, shamefulness? More proper-looking ships and species here at last. Yes. Well, that's $25, so that's a shot of the peach schnapps. So, good start. Thank you, Mark. Much appreciated. So, cheers. It actually says cheers because it's from Cheers in Boston. Cheers. And I love peach schnapps. It's so easy to get tipsy on. So thank you, Mark. Holy Gabriel, I woke up this morning and one of my first thoughts was, oh, hells. Yes, less than a week till Lower Decks returns. Dun, dun, dun. Jeremy Caulfield says, not really interested in House of the Dragon. They really dropped the ball the last couple of seasons of Game of Thrones. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that the new show is not going to be good. I have no problem watching it. I'm excited for it, actually. So, Owen Gaming says, what is Data just being performative, i.e. not authentic, when he pretended to be human? Performative, that's quite a word. when he pretended to be human. You mean a specific time or just in general? He really wanted to be human, and therefore emulating humans was very important to him. So I think it was a lot of procedural stuff that he thinks that humans did that he tried to attempt. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think. I think he was trying to be authentic in that regard, but it's the best he could do. So I don't know. Hopefully that answered your question. SC Scout Guy, I'm looking forward to a new Willow series in November. Yes. Trout Bum Wombat, $25 and says, drink it. All right, well, that's another shot. Goddamn. Cheers. Holy Gabriel says, I'm more looking forward to Ring of Power than I am House of the Dragon. I haven't watched the Lord of the Rings films, all of them, so. Owen Gaming, his whole shtick on the show. Yeah, it was just, he was being Data. He was not pretending to be human, because he really didn't act human in a lot of instances. He was just being his most authentic self, striving to be more human. Learning, he learned a lot during the course of the show, and he tried to integrate some of those things into his life, such as certain speech patterns or certain mannerisms or certain behavioral things, and he was just trying to be as much of a human as he could be. So Iron Man 0891 says, thoughts on what comes after Picard? Maybe Janeway show, or would you want something different? No, I think a Star Trek Janeway would be excellent, following the adventures of Admiral Janeway. Star Trek The Doctor, following the adventures of the EMH. Star Trek LaForge, do 3 or 4 seasons of the different characters while they're around. I think that'd be great. So that's kind of what I think what they might be thinking that they're going to do, much like Disney's doing with Star Wars, and Marvel as well, just doing different shows on different characters. House of the Dragon is before Game of Thrones. Yes, it's a prequel. Captain Corky, have you heard anything about Picard having a son plot? I'm worried about how they will handle this story for season 3. I have heard rumors of that. I don't know if it's true. It would probably be an unknown son, obviously, that he just wasn't informed about, much like Carol Marcus did with David. Just didn't tell Kirk that he had a son. So I'm kind of worried about it too. But it'd be a nice send-off if Picard does die, then he's got somebody to carry on the Picard name, which in Generations was a big thing, that the Picard line would end with him, and he wasn't exactly happy about that, so. Owen Gaming says, yes, he was imperfect. I like that answer. Well, thank you. Michael Phillips, doing great, and you? I'm doing well as well. Owen Gaming, yeah. He knew it was something special to be a human being. That's a great answer. I try. Shannon Murphy, not under Kurtzman. Oh. I think Kurtzman, he doesn't really have his hands in too many pies right now. His name's still on them, but that doesn't mean that anything, really. So. SC Scout Guy, I would like to see Miles O'Brien again in some series. Yeah, Miles O'Brien would also be great. We need O'Brien back. Come on. O'Brien was like the heart and soul of Star Trek. Jaws says, I was to get into the Orville, but the fandom is kind of turning me off. They can't seem to sell it to me without saying it's better than current Star Trek, with no mention of Lower Decks or Strange New Worlds advice. Just watch it. If you enjoyed TNG, you'll enjoy the Orville. Hopefully that helps. I wouldn't say it's better than modern Trek. A lot of people say that. I don't really like that comparison either. It's different for sure, but it very much has the heart and soul of the original TNG. Not the original Star Trek, but TNG. The stories, the look, the feel, the acting, the writing, it all feels very TNG-like. So if you like TNG, especially the later seasons, you're going to love the Orville. Well, Gabriel, anyone else want a properly done Barsoom John Carter of Mars series? Pipe dream, but I'd love to see one. Yeah, that'd be great. I actually almost watched John Carter last night, but didn't. Trekyards could be the son of another Romulan clone. Ooh, Shinzon son. That'd be interesting. It's not really Picard's son then, but it is still technically. So, interesting. Hello, Mike. Good evening to you as well. Jeremy Caulfield says, if you like Next Generation, you will probably like the Orville. Yes. SC Scout Guy, what the fuck is wrong with this spammer? It takes a good bit of time and effort to making a new Google account for each of these damn spam names to keep on doing this. And he keeps saying Discovery is not canon, which I totally fucking agree with. But yeah, the guy's just an asshole with no life and a lot of free time. So fuck him. Wayne Ogg says, agree about the Orville. And Jeremy Caulfield says, I like John Carter. I don't know if I ever watched the John Carter movie. I know it didn't do well, but it was on my maybe to watch list last night, and then I kind of got bumped. So maybe tonight I'll watch it after the live. I don't know. A lot of people did like it, so there is that. But it's one of those things. It's got a cult following, and, you know, of course there's going to be people not happy with it, so... SC Scout Guy says, I thought that John Carter was awesome. Did I say John Connor? I didn't mean to if I did. John Carter. If you hear any weird noises, if you're new here, like Owen Gaming, if you're new here and you hear any weird noises, it's my pug who's sleeping behind the camera. She snores a lot and makes really weird noises. So it's not me, I promise. It's the pug. Jaws says, so how long is the Cerritos Cali class in actual meters? Did McMahon ever give you guys a straight answer on that? Yes, I think Brad did, the one production guy that is in charge of that kind of stuff. Should be in our interview with him that we did. Let's go back and check that out. I don't know offhand. It's shorter than a Galaxy class, longer than a Galaxy class nacelle. I don't remember the actual numbers, but the sizing is pretty... We have a scale chart that we've talked about. We've done a lot of videos on the Cerritos, and I think we have a scale chart on one of those. I don't know offhand the exact number, so... The Holy Gabriel. The John Carter books are incredible. The author has another sci-fi series set on Venus called the Carson Napier of Venus series that is amazing as well. Radio says, can I skip the first 2 seasons of the Orville? Not a big fan of comedy. Heard season 3 dropped that comedy. No. The first episode of season 1 is pretty comedy heavy, but even season 3 has comedy, and it's the same kind of comedy that was in season 2. So definitely do not skip any of the Orville. It's not worth it to skip it because it's all great. If you're not a fan of the comedy, it's very sparse and it's not in your face. So they're very small moments in a very great story. So if you can't get past that, then I don't know what to tell you. But do not skip the first 2 seasons. Absolutely 100% no. Most of season 3 leans heavily on some of the stories from the first 2 seasons as well. So you need to watch the first 2 seasons. Keep in mind, though, that the first episode of season 1, the pilot episode, is a little bit humor heavy, but not even that is too bad. So, and it very quickly dwindles off. Seth knew what he was doing. Like, he dropped the humor almost immediately to the point where it's almost non-existent. There's 1 or 2 like small brass jokes, but they're very human, normal, everyday kind of person jokes. So don't worry. You watch all the Orville. Trust me. Do not miss any, do not skip anything. Do not ever skip a season of a show. Ever. Ugh. It's one of my pet peeves. Just don't do it. SC Scouka, it would be awesome to see a California class in the new season of Picard. It would be. Probably won't, but it would be. Jeremy Caulfield, the Martian dog was the cutest, ugliest thing I've seen. Kind of like a pug. The Holy Gabriel, hells yes, I want a Cali class in Picard. Mark Lawrence, the John Carter movie was good, just marketed so wrong. Mike Shiras, did you hear Stargate is probably going to be on free VTV for America for free, as well as the yet to be new Stargate. I haven't heard that, so no matter if it's free or not, I'll be watching it. So the Orville can do the Dolly song 9 to 5 maneuver. Mike Shiras, by the way, I made the big 2-0 on the like button. Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay. You hit the like button? Good. Please hit the like button if you haven't already, guys. 39 of you watching, 23 likes. Keep it up. Wayne Ogg, I always think it's weird to hear that someone doesn't like comedy. Well, it's not that they don't like comedy. They don't like Seth MacFarlane's brand of comedy. And if they're used to Family Guy and American Dad, there's some crude humor there, which is not really the humor that you get in the Orville. It's kind of a more refined, off-the-cuff, normalistic humor. But, like fart jokes or toilet humor is what they're referred to as, that kind of stuff. Is there any of that in season 1 of the Orville? Maybe a little, but like I said, it fades out very quickly. They very quickly find their footing as to what their stories are going to be and how they're written, and the comedy is dropped pretty quickly. So, plus it's such a good show, such good effects, such good storytelling, such great characters that when the humor does happen, you're like, oh, that was actually good. So, yeah. Shannon Murphy says, my computer is going to update itself. Be right back. All right, Shannon. Jaws, do you think Paul Wesley could still come into his own as a decent Kirk, given enough writing like Chris Pine eventually did, or is he just the wrong actor for the job? Personally, I feel he's the wrong actor for the job. He doesn't have the look nor the gravitas of Kirk. But that being said, if the character is better written in season 2, which we know he's in season 2, at least an episode or two, he could very much come into his own as Kirk. That being said, he doesn't look like Kirk, and he doesn't really act like Kirk. So, but the only instance we've seen him has been an alternate reality or an alternate timeline. So it really wasn't Kirk. It was a Kirk that had different life experience. So it's hard to say. It's very hard to say right now. The Holy Gabriel, the Orville is comedic, but it's not Spaceballs by any means. Oh, absolutely not, no. Mike Shiras, thank God for that. Holy Gabriel, I hated Spaceballs. Oh yeah, it's nothing like Spaceballs. You need to watch the Orville. Just watch the whole thing, then make up your mind whether you like it or not. Trust me, you'll like it. You'll get hooked pretty instantly. Great characters, good writing, just a fantastic production overall, and good people involved, so you can't really go wrong with the Orville. So who's here that wasn't here when I shut off my Megatron head? I defeated Megatron, and I have his head here, just so you guys know. If anybody wants to see it, throw in a super chat. Let me know you want to see Megatron. And if you can super chat, please do. Don't forget, there is the pinned post. I will take a shot for $25 super chats. I've had 2 already. So, and still another 4 shots left in here of the peach schnapps. So, it's up to you guys. Cap, would you happen to be a Mystery Science Theater 3000 fan? Not really. I find it distracting to watch Mystery Science 3000 or Science Theater 3000, whatever the fuck it's called. I'm just not the biggest fan of the characters. The humor, I understand that a lot of YouTube movie reviewers watch the show and were fans of the show, and they have the same kind of humor when they review movies, and that's fine. But I find the show very distracting, and the characters in the show I just can't really stand. The movies they watch are okay, but I'd much rather watch like Elvira or something. or on YouTube, there's one, a fellow Canadian from Toronto, actually. The channel's Weird Movies with Mark. He's great. So is Brian Tennant. He's also Canadian from Saskatchewan. So those kind of movie reviews and like, Channel Awesome with Nostalgia Critic and stuff like that. But I'm not a huge Mystery Science 3000 guy, no. Hated Spaceballs, sacrilege. Wayne Og says LOL. I don't know what you're LOLing at. I'm kind of behind in the chat a little bit, so. George Mangrum, $5. All hail Megatron. All hail Lord Ball. Yeah, I got, it's kind of heavy. There you go. Megatron's head. But he can still speak.
The universe is mine!
Yeah. Kind of crazy. But yeah, Megatron head.
I am Megatron, leader of the Decepticons.
I know, I told them that you're Megatron. They know who you are.
I'll crush you with my bare hands.
Well, you don't have any hands. You're just a head. With a nice Decepticon symbol right there. So.
Decepticons, attack!
Yeah, it's my Megatron head. I hope you all liked me giving you head. Megatron head. Perverts. Cap, super chats on iPhone only go 20 then. We'll do 20 then. I'll do a shot for 20. That's weird. Fucking iOS. I have a fucking iPhone. I love iPhone. I love iOS, but Jaffa Cree. Cosmos says 50. We trying to put in $50? Are we trying to? So, guys, what do you guys think about Lower Decks Season 3? Are you excited for it? Are you looking forward to it? Are you not a big fan of Lower Decks? I don't know why you're here if you're not, but again, Lower Decks has the kind of humor that not a lot of people appreciate. Or not, I wouldn't say not a lot of people, that some people don't appreciate. I love the comedy on Lower Decks. Very well done. So, George Mangrum, where does he get those wonderful toys? I'll never tell. It's a secret. It's a long-guarded secret, so it's actually not that long-guarded. Wayne Ogg says, I enjoyed it. SC Scout Guy says, Stuart, which set-top streaming box do you use? Roku, Fire Stick, etc.? I have a Fire Stick downstairs on our main TV. That's when we use like 90% of the time. This TV up here has a Roku, which I don't use very often. Not a big fan of Roku, honestly. Need to get a Fire Stick for up here. I much prefer Fire Stick. So, Cosmo, can't wait for Lower Decks Season 3. Humor is very much my style, and it's true Star Trek. It's canon, yes. Jaws, a lot of people say Ducat's character went in the wrong direction. He was one of my favorite DS9 characters. Later seasons dropped the ball. Do you feel the same? And what would you have done with him? I thought Ducat was a fantastic villain, antagonist, pain in the ass. He was very good. Yes, when he became Angel, or whatever the fuck he was, the Bajoran bullshit, yeah, totally fucked the dog on that. That was a shame for the character. Up until then, he was great. I loved his sometimes composed, sometimes, manic, other times completely fucking insane. I thought Ducat was fantastic. Probably the best Star Trek villain. But what about Khan? Khan was more of a pain in the ass than he was a villain. Ducat was a true villain, especially considering he thought he was doing right, or he did right by the Bajorans multiple times, multiple occasions. So, yeah, they really fucked the dog on that one when they went with the Angel thing where he was with Kai Wynn. That was all bullshit. Jeremy Caulfield, Lower Decks is currently my favorite Star Trek. Sweet. Iron Man says, sure, this has been asked, but with how well done Strange New Worlds was, Think we will be getting a TNG reboot after Strange New Worlds. Also, ever think of doing your Dreadnought class in the TNG era? My Dreadnought class has been done in multiple eras. If Trekyards is still here, he did a Lost era version of the Foley class as an ambassador class type deal, and it's fantastic. I've also got a Kelvin verse one. I've got a refit version. I haven't done a TNG version of it or like a Sovereignty version. But yeah, I've thought about it. And will TNG get a reboot? No, there will not be a reboot of TNG. Another ship in the TNG era happening the same time as TNG took place those 7 years? Possibly. It's doubtful, but possibly. I'd be fine with that. Don't want a fucking reboot of it. The Holy Gabriel. I almost hyperventilated when I saw DS9 when they released the San Diego Comic-Con trailer. To say I'm excited is an understatement. Well, as long as you fly around and gaze in awe, pretend to be in awe of the struts or the pylons. Mike says, what about General Chang from Undiscovered Country as a villain? He's good. He's a good villain as well. But again, not as fleshed out as Dukat by any means. He's a more hardcore, straight line action movie villain. Dukat is very much a layered, nuanced villain. So, big difference. The Holy Gabriel. Kai Wynn wasn't a half bad villain herself. Yeah, she's just a bitch. Can't stand Kai Wynn. Wilson Todd says hi. Hello, Wilson Todd. Jaws says, I love that they did... Sorry. Try again. Jaws. I love that they didn't just make Lower Decks the Mariner show, like a lot of naysayers kept saying. They stopped making Boimler a punching bag and really gave the characters a more balanced dynamic. Yes, Mariner has learned a lot. She's changed a lot. Boimler has learned a lot and really stepped up to the plate and has actually proven he's a good person. They've all had time to shine, and yes, it's not just focused on one character. That was the whole premise going into Discovery, by the way, that it wouldn't be about the bridge crew. It was going to be about the other officers, and that's why it focuses on Burnham so heavily. So, yeah, Lower Decks has the right formula, for sure. Smart Smears, I'm wondering how much of the trailer is just the first half of the season. Right? Mike says, yeah, I get that. Wilson Todd says, hello, how are you this evening? I am very well, thank you for asking. Wayne Ogg, here's a question. Maybe I missed something, but I don't recall there being any Klingons in Discovery after they jumped into the future. Did I just miss them? No, there have not been any Klingons since they went to the future. Everybody's been asking, we want to see a Klingon in the future. What happened to the Klingons in the future? Never got any references to them. Never got shown any. So, no, you haven't missed anything. Mike Charest. I wish Kai Wynn would just have a half Cardassian baby. The Holy Gabriel. I'm truly glad that Lower Decks has already been renewed for a 4th season. Wilson Todd is like, okay. Lower Decks, it'll probably get a 5th season before season 4 is even aired as well, knowing the way things are going. Prodigy, we still haven't seen the last half of season 1. Prodigy was given 40 episodes. That's 2 seasons. There's actually 20 episodes per season in Prodigy. We've only seen the first half of season 1 with the 10 episode mark. So Prodigy had a 40 episode story planned out ahead of time, and they have a chance to actually interweave that. Prodigy's been doing really good with their storytelling. Can't wait to see the second half of season 1. But yeah, 20 episodes a season for Prodigy instead of 10. So thank God. SC Scout Guy. I would love if they gave Mike McMahon his own live-action Trek show. Just let him create what he wants. I'm right there with you. Jaws says, I'm just disappointed that we won't get much T'Lyn in Lower Deck Season 3. I read McMahon wasn't sure she would be a popular character, but luckily we're apparently getting a lot more of her in Season 4. Yeah. Lynn was a great character. But, yeah, we'll see. There might be some surprises in store for season 3. Jeremy Caulfield, Burnham is a horrible Starfleet officer, in my opinion. And everyone else's. Verovia, Captain Bacephalus, Dagger of the USS Wayfield. Captain Bacephalus Dagger of the USS Wayfield. Okay. DJ Odyssey is here. Fire me. DJ? Or Deej? You're hired. Yeah, I felt good. You're hired. Smart Smears. I just watched Mud's Women a day ago. Kind of just an okay episode, but the final beat with Kirk faking the drug was an A-plus moment. Wilson Todd says, how about 24, the TV show? Never watched it. Well aware of what it is, how the stories are told. Kiefer Sutherland, know all about that shit. Never watched the show. Don't care to. D. Odyssey says, the day was great until the last 2 hours. Now I'm livid. So cheer me up, Captain Foley. Why are you livid? What happened? Actually, I don't want to know. Don't tell me, because it'll just probably depress you even more. So I'm sorry the last 2 hours sucked. Glad you had a good day, though. Cheer you up. Well, I just hired you instead of firing you, despite what you told me to do. So maybe that will make you feel better? Don't know. Verovia, Captain Boimler of the USS Wayfield, Sovereign class. Smart Smears, speaking of Mud and live action Mike McMahon, was the Escape Artist short trek any good? That's the Mud one with the android things. It was one of the more creative ones for sure. I thought it was fairly good. It was fairly decent. Again, a few problems with it, as there always is with Discovery type stuff. But overall, watchable, yes. Project Achieva. Hello, how's it going? The Holy Gabriel. Any thoughts on Artemis 1 getting ready to hopefully launch on the 29th? Nope. First time hearing about it, so. Verovia, what's your Discord? We have a Trekyards Discord. I think there's a link in the description of the video. Check out. Jaws. It always cracked me up that Thomas Riker glued sideburns to his face when he was posing as Will Riker to steal the Defiant. Couldn't he just grow out his sideburns? Also, who would notice or care? There's a review for the audience. Yeah, it was kind of silly. And Verovia, yes, we have a Trekyards Discord. I don't go on it very often. I have other people running that for me. I'm not a huge fan of Discord. I think Discord is a fucking shit-ass program. So, there you go. There is a Trekyards Discord. Wilson Todd says, how about Space 1999? Used to watch Space 1999 when I was younger with my brothers. Not the biggest fan of it. It's all right. It's a good nostalgia. I love the Eagles and stuff and the moon base, but, you know, haven't really sat down and rewatched any of it or anything. It's all right. I prefer Battlestar Galactica, honestly, even the original to Space 1999. So, Mike Shrest, Wilson Todd, I think your keyboard is effed up. Wayne Ogg says, do you think of Discovery... What do you think of Discovery if it wasn't directly connected to Star Trek? It would be all right. If it wasn't a Star Trek show, it'd be an all right science fiction. It'd be generic science fiction. I wouldn't mind it. If it was a rebooted or a alternate dimension or universe Star Trek show, I'd be like, not too bad. You guys have some cool designs, cool art design. It's kind of neat. Cool. You did a not bad job. But then they went and said, oh, it's Prime. And it's like, nope, you're absolutely wrong. Everything I'm seeing on screen is wrong. You don't have any goddamn clue. It sucks. So, AC Costello, hey, how's it going? Smart Smears, I'm glad you guys still use Skype so I feel less alone. Yeah, we use Skype for all of our lives and all of our filming. So, Trekyards, Space Precinct. Haven't heard of it. AC Costello, new Cylons, classic Cylons, or both. I really like the classic Cylon look. Now that I've watched all the new Battlestar Galactica, the new Cylons aren't bad, but I really like the looks of the classic Cylons and the sounds and just everything about them. I really think it's better. I prefer the classic ones. Wilson Todd, my keypad is fine. My hand was jumping off the keypad. Jaws, what will Picard Season 3 need to do right to finally get it right? To put it bluntly, how does it stop shitting the bed? Don't destroy classic characters. Have the characters be where they need to be at that time of their life. Don't write them poorly. Don't fucking make them pathetic and useless. And show us fucking Star Trek. Go explore. Do something. Show us new ships. There's lots they can do to make it better. And from what I've heard, everything I've heard from multiple people and been shown, I've been shown a lot of stuff from behind the scenes by multiple people, by like 4 different people that have worked on the show. It's going to be a fantastic season. So, but visually, it's going to be fantastic. Storytelling-wise, I'm still not sure yet, but I've heard good things about that as well. So, I'm hoping for the best. Wilson Todd, I hate when that happens. AC Castillo, it's like an evil Max Headroom. What is? And hello, Terrence. Donnie says, Discovery and Picard are okay for me, but I'm still more hyped about Season 3 of Lower Decks. Chris Smith says, hello, first time watching. Well, hello, Chris Smith. Hopefully you enjoy. It's just me rambling right now. But if you join us at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time during the week when we do our lives, it's me and Samuel, and we usually have a topic we're talking about. Here it's just me hanging out with you guys, talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. So welcome. Thank you for joining us. And please hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well. Turd Ferguson said, I like Space 1999 while it was on. Nowadays, questions crop up. How is the moon getting across the vast differences? How is it not tearing apart? How do the eagles catch up to it? Wilson Todd said, Lost in Space. Really don't like the original Lost in Space. Very campy and stupid. It's fun to just put on in the background and listen to, but it's not anything good sci-fi in my opinion. That being said, the remake that they did for Netflix, the 3 seasons of the new rebooted Lost in Space were fantastic. Really enjoyed those. So, Terrence Williams, Picard demonstrates the utility of an What? The Holy Gabriel. I know some people bash it, but I will always have a special place in my heart for Andromeda. Yeah, I haven't watched all of Andromeda. It's all right. It's all right. Terrence Williams, sorry, anthology show would be cool in short form. Yeah, anthology show would be awesome. We've talked about that multiple times. Jaws says, I showed a friend Changing Worlds. His observation, Ortigas seems to think she's on the Orville. La'an seems to think she's on the Expanse. Well, the only reason that they compared La'an to the, or said tied La'an to the Expanse is because she reminds him of Drummer. Whatever the fuck her first name is, Drummer, from the Expanse. Same look, same attitude. So, Ortiga's thinking she's on the Orville. I haven't heard that before, but that's funny. Yes, that's exactly what they did. Damn. I missed yesterday's Picard Season 3 live. I hope they tie in the robots for the end of Season 1 with the wormhole from Season 2 and hopefully more ships. There you go. Mark Lawrence, your channel has shown that we got so many more ships during the TNG era of Trek than we do now, and they've had so little time compared to now too. So excuses for only a few ships in a 10-episode season. Hold on a second. Wayne Ogg, I liked Andromeda too, but I never got the chance to finish the whole thing. Orgod 6, Angela Cartwright was, as Penny, was adorable. If it was during my time, she would have been a celebrity crush. Didn't watch till I was a preteen. Turd Ferguson, sorry, Andromeda 8 balls. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen it all. It's alright. I don't mind Kevin Sorbo, but yeah, it's alright. Verovia, what do you think will happen in Lower Deck Season 3, continuing from the ending of the finale in Season 2? Well, like I said, we did a whole fucking live about this on Wednesday. The whole Captain Freeman getting exonerated and them stealing the Cerritos to do it, it's going to be either wrapped up in episode 1 or it's going to be a two-parter. It's going to be episode 1 and 2, and then we're moving on with the typical season. So there's going to be very little carryover. It's just the nature of their storytelling. But yeah, the whole Captain Freeman thing is going to be wrapped up probably in the first episode, if not the second at the latest. Deej says, yeah, I've seen a shirtless Foley on Salty Trekyards before. Hard to believe someone can be so hairless below the neck. Yeah, that gets old really quick, hearing that, by the way. But whatever. I could put on a pink bunny suit with fur all over it if you want me to be furry, honestly. But, Jeremy Caulfield, I always wondered how they replaced personnel in Space 1999. Eagles and Moonbase getting blown up all the time. It's true. It's true. Mike Charest, I'm very hairless below the neck. I know how it feels, and it's amazing. SC Scout Guy, holy shit, June Lockhart, the mom from the original Lost in Space, is still alive and is 97. Damn. Jaws, what did you think of Earth, Final Conflict, and Farscape? Haven't watched it and haven't watched it. So, nothing. I've thought nothing of them. They're on my to-watch list. I do have them where I can watch them, but I haven't got around to it. Holy Gabriel, Kevin Sorbo was also decent in his cameo in the Mythica movie series. Mike Schrast, hey, would you have liked to see another season of Ascension? I never saw Ascension either, so. Verovia, would you be amazed if Freeman getting exonerated was done off screen? I think that'd be kind of neat. It'd follow the tropes that they set up and pay off in Lower Decks. That'd be kind of funny. They steal the Cerritos to do something to exonerate her, get in shit for stealing the Cerritos, have to bring it back, all beat up or whatever, and then find out that they didn't have to do that anyway because they came back and yeah, she was exonerated off screen. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, that'd be good. Orgod 6, I like the tech, though, of Andromeda. A fan of the Force Lance and the Slip Fighters. Todd Wilson, where was the restrooms on the USS Enterprise? It depends which one you're talking about. On the TOS one, it's actually, there's one beside the view screen. On the other side, there's like a hallway behind the bridge. It's back there. On Enterprise D, you actually see the door to it many times. If you're looking at the bridge from the view screen, it's on the left. The one door goes into the briefing room, and the door just opposite of it, that's usually off screen, it's the head, it's the washroom. So, yeah, there you go. Jaws says, also, I know Samuel is a huge SG-1 fan. Are you as well? I haven't watched it myself, but it's definitely on my watch list. Yes, I have watched it. It is fantastic. Stargate is awesome. Mike Charest, Ascension was pretty good before it got canceled. Wouldn't know. Verovia, that's episode 1 for you. Sorry for spoiling it. The Holy Gabriel, hey Kat, did you watch Netflix's Another Life? And if so, any thoughts? I have not watched Netflix's Another Life. What is that even about? Another Life, I assume? SC Scout Guy, Stuart, I'm always surprised at the amount of really popular sci-fi that you have not seen. I know. Well, I had a life back in the 90s when the shit was on. I had my Camaro and I was out getting laid. So, hey, Sorry. Just didn't watch a lot of it. If it wasn't Star Trek, I wasn't really interested because Star Trek's good. Everything else just seemed like lower shelf, cheap B knockoff shit. Never really got into it for multiple reasons. So yes, a lot of people are surprised by what I haven't seen. That being said, I know a lot about these shows that I haven't seen, but just haven't gone through and watched them all. But I have been catching up. I watched quite a few things in the last like year, 2 years, and don't worry, I'll get there. Lincoln Trek. I always thought they used the transporter for pooping. Just lock on and beam it out. Works for liquid too. Yep, just beam the shit right out of your bowels. Mike Shrest. Jaws. SG-1 is great. And remember, Ornak, Shakri, Shalgao. Lincoln Trek. I knew what you were talking about. Don't worry. Beam it out. Haven't had a shot in a while. I don't know if it'll be effective now because probably, I don't know how much longer I'm going to go with this live, but 42 people watching, 33 likes. Hit that like button. Turd Ferguson, how come they never showed Worf destroying the head of the bridge after a night of doing pre-injury shots? Because why would they? Is that funny somehow? I don't think so. So, how's this shit? Fuck off with that shit. Start over. No, I don't want to watch Salty Trekker. He's live right now, by the way. But I have taste, so I'm not gonna... I'm just kidding. Go over to Salty Trekker and say hi to Salty Trekker and Matthew. Holy Gabriel, it's Katie Sackhoff as the captain of a warship 800 years in the future defending the Earth from the hostile non-biological alien race. It's visually gorgeous and the story is decent. Wilson Todd said, how about Deep Space Nine? The absolute best series of Trek out there, besides TOS. TOS always has to have the number one slot because it's TOS. But Deep Space Nine is the best Star Trek series. End of discussion. Wayne says, have I seen Prey? Yes, I've seen Prey. Very much liked it. Very well done. A lot of people say it's better than the original. It's absolutely 100% not. But it's definitely up there in the Predator movies ranking, for sure. But I liked Alien vs. Predator. I didn't even mind Alien vs. Predator Requiem. I love the Predator. The Predator was a big part of that movie. I got to see a lot of cool stuff from the Predator. So, it is what it is. Either I'm not... I wouldn't rank... I was going to say, any of the Alien versus Predator movies, I might rank above Prey for my enjoyability factor, just because I love seeing the aliens take on predators. But Prey was really good. But the original Predator's definitely above Prey. Does that help? I don't know. Pearson Palmer, how many DS9 characters are you expecting to show up in Lower Decks? 3 or 4, probably. Mike McMahon has told us that there will be quite a few familiar faces that you see when they're on Deep Space Nine walking around the promenade. So who knows what that means or what that holds in store for us, but I'm excited to find out because I think they're great. Verovia says 2, so there you go. But yeah, I hope they do a sort of tribute to Odos as a scout guy. Yeah, that would be good, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did, actually. I'd be surprised if they didn't, is what I meant to say. Why does this keep fucking looping? It's great and all, but just randomize. Go next. There we go. I'm sure Mariner knows Quark. Yeah, well, she was on Deep Space Nine. We saw that in that season 2 thing. So, Fred Ferguson, I know it gets mentioned a lot, but if in the Pale Moonlight, it's the best episode, starting off with the fourth wall, ending with the fourth wall. The fight with Garrick says it all. In the Pale Moonlight is definitely one of the top 5 episodes of all Star Trek. Absolutely. Is it the best? No, there are other episodes I would enjoy more, like Yesterday's Enterprise, that I'd rather watch, but it's definitely up there in the top 5 for me. If we don't get a conversation between Mariner and Quark, I'm gonna be pissed, says Holy Gabriel. Wayne Ogg says Alien vs. Predator is technically separate from either Predators or Alien Universe, but I'm still a fan. Well, there you go. Then I don't feel bad about saying that. I really enjoy it. I bet Warren will still be there, yes, and they can even get the same voice actor. Not that it matters. Wilson Todd, how about Doctor Who? Not a big Doctor Who fan. Started watching with Eccleston and Matt Smith, I think, is my favorite Doctor. I really like Matt Smith. Capaldi is pretty good. Not a fan of David Tennant. I've seen some David Tennant stuff, and I think he's kind of an asshole. So, but that could change. There's a lot of David Tennant stuff, and I haven't watched it all. And I'm always open to change my mind, and that happens quite often. So, I need to watch more David Tennant, Doctor Who, but not a big Doctor Who fan. When is your next live chat? With me and Samuel, it'll probably be Monday or Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As for my late night lives, I kind of do those whenever. I might do one this weekend as well. I don't know. They're kind of whenever. But definitely next Friday night. Every Friday night when New Trek is on, it's a first reaction to the episode, which came out on the Thursday. And then we do our... Should have been saying that all along. It's not Friday nights that are my first reaction review. It's Thursday nights. Thursday night is my first reaction review. Then on Friday night at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is our full review and breakdown, where we go into detail about each scene. So Thursday will probably be my next late night live if I don't do any this weekend. So hopefully that helps. And hopefully you can make it. Love Doctor Who. Grew up watching Tom Baker. SC Scout Guy says, I really enjoyed the original Doctor Who, but Tom Baker is the best Doctor of all time. Wilson Todd says, Star Wars. Love Star Wars. It's great. I get the feeling that Wilson Todd is interviewing me for like a YouTube position in his watch list. Do you like these things? How about this thing? How about this thing? Pearson Palmer says, do you think Lower Decks will get more mature in its storytelling as the main characters are promoted and themselves mature? No, it's going to be the same format of storytelling. Boimler's already matured immensely since season 1, but still does goofy shit. So it's going to be the same. There's nothing immature about Lower Decks. It's very cleverly crafted and very well written. Barovia, any more spoilers you want for season 3? Well, we've already talked to Mike McMahon and his team for like 2 hours, so I don't know. The Borg come back in a big way. I can pretty much assure you of that. Borg have kind of been out of the picture for a while, but they come back in a big way in season 3. I'm guessing. I don't know. So, no. Anything you want to drop spoiler-wise? If you know anything, let me know. I guess. I don't know. Wilson Todd equals first 2 names has to be CIA. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what else to really say. I mean, season 3 of Picard, from what I've seen, is going to be great. Season 3 of Lower Decks is going to continue the same greatness that we got with seasons 1 and 2. They're both great. Holy Gabriel says, I do wonder if we will see Badgie again. I wouldn't be surprised if you see him in a smaller context. It's not going to be psychopathic, I don't think, this time, but could be. Jared Ferguson, they should guest cast Dwight Schultz to go aboard the Cerritos and meet the chief engineer. That is all. Yes, Barclay on Lower Decks would be great. Barclay and Picard would also be great, so they could do that as well. But yeah, Dwight Schultz is great. So, guys, can we get another $11 likes to get to 50 likes? And honestly, another $50 in super chats would be great. Haven't had a super chat for a while, and no more shots. Nobody's put in $25 for my shots. So, just saying. Another $50 would be a good number to end out on, if possible. If not, that's also cool. I understand. But Turd Ferguson, bring back Peanut Hamper. They do. Peanut Hampers in season 3. Fucking hate Peanut Hamper. I dislike Peanut Hamper a lot. Wilson Todd, how about the Black Hole? I actually like the Black Hole. It's a guilty pleasure. I love Maximilian. I love Vincent. Not a big fan of Old Bob. The Palominos and design. The Cygnus is cool though. We do have a Fleet Yards episode planned on the Cygnus, but love Maximilian. If you watch our regular lives where I'm downstairs or Samuel's on screen with me, if you notice behind me, I do have Maximilian and Vincent and Old Bob, so I'm a huge fan of the Black Hole. So, what about Dark Matter or Killjoys? Watched them, never really got into them. They were all right. How about the X-Files? I like the X-Files. Haven't watched that in a long time, but yeah, I did watch the X-Files. Did really enjoy it. SC Scout Guy, if Reginald Barclay is in Lower Decks, I pray that he shows up in a shuttle painted black with a red stripe like the 18 man. Oh yes. Yes, please. I like that. Grant McGregor throws in an $11 super chat. Thank you. Bring back TOS Henry Mudd for Lower Decks. I mean Harry Mudd, but okay. TOS Harry Mudd for Lower Decks. Could work. Have him frozen. He froze himself, put himself in stasis to, avoid prosecution, and didn't wake up on time. That'd be fucking great. Sorry about this, but I need to just chill. Yes, Harry Mudd. Now the question is, do you get, is it Rainn Wilson? Is that his name? The new Harry Mudd. They would probably get the new Harry Mudd to voice Harry Mudd if they did in Lower Decks. But I know what you mean. You want the original actor. He's dead, but that kind of feel. Yeah, I agree. I think it'd be better than the new Harry Mudd. New Harry Mudd's not bad, but he's not the original Harry Mudd, So, yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. I wouldn't mind seeing him back for Lower Decks, but Mike says, I get chilling for me, it's cigarettes. I get chilling for me, it's cigarettes. Yeah, well, I used to smoke like little mini cigars, which were killing my throat. These are much better and used quite a bit less often. And I instantly, as soon as I started, got rid of my cough. So, there we go. Wilson Todd says, Babylon 5. Really enjoyed Babylon 5 as well, yet I haven't seen all of it. Somebody did give me the complete series on DVD, got like almost to the end of season 3, and then something came up and we completely stopped watching it for some reason and never went back to it. But I really enjoyed what I saw from Babylon 5. Again, know the entire story, know what happens, need to still watch it all, but really enjoy Babylon 5, yes. SC Scout Guy. Damn, Dirk Benedict is 77 years old. Seeing all these stars from my childhood being so old makes me feel old. Feel old yet? I'm right there with you, though. The Holy Gabriel, it's vape for me, but I vape weed instead of nicotine. Yeah, I don't do well on weed. I'll have CBC or CBD gummies for my like body buzz and for my back pain, but I can't do THC. I get too paranoid and I get too. It doesn't interact well with me. Plus, I hate the smell of weed. So, yeah, this is just nicotine, unfortunately. Wilson Todd says Starship Enterprise right behind you. Yeah, there's a few Enterprises behind me, actually. So if you can tell me how many Enterprises are behind me, you can win something. I don't know. Let's see if I can count how many are behind me that I can see, and you guys can see. All right, that's a trick question a little bit. Okay. Yep, I got the answer. Who can guess? Who can guess? Mike says we would have had vapes and the e-cigarettes 50 years ago, but the tobacco companies bought the prototype and destroyed it. Yep. Wilson Todd says, what state are you in? What state are you from, may I ask? I am from London, Ontario, Canada. And Samuel, my YouTube partner, is in the UK. He is in a place called Bedford, which is about 40 minutes from the actual London, England. But I'm in London, Ontario, Canada. Turd Ferguson, B5 was awesome. If you try to tell a fanboy that the series creator totally copied The Lord of the Rings, they go ham. And yet Bruce Boxleitner said in an interview he was made to read Lord of the Rings. There was the whole debacle, too, about Deep Space Nine being a ripoff of Babylon 5. And there are a lot of similarities. That was a big thing back then. I didn't know about the Lord of the Rings tie-in, though. It's interesting. Again, I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan. Haven't watched all the movies. So... But probably should. Been told I should. Told I'll enjoy them. Just have not got around to it. He is in the 51st state. LOL. Just kidding. Well, Ontario, we dip right below your... If you extended the border straight across, we'd be in the States. Because Ontario kind of dips down into your country like a fucking penis. And you got the Great Lakes surrounding us because it's all pre-cum and it's a wet spot. But... yeah, London is well below the border if you just extended the border. I'm like 2 hours from one border crossing, an hour from another, hour and a half from another border crossing. Go to the States quite often, but yeah. I've said too much, haven't I? You drive south from Detroit to get to Canada. Yep. So who's excited for Lord X Season 3? Hopefully you all are. 'Twas the week before Lord X. That's what I named this live. We did quite a bit of talking about Lord X, actually. Yeah. So next Thursday, at the beginning of the live, I said Friday nights are my first reaction reviews. They're not. It's Thursday nights. Because the new episode drops on Thursday. I do my first reaction review Thursday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then our complete review and breakdown is always Friday night at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Wilson Todd from San Antonio, Texas. Go Spurs, go. Cool. Another Texian. Nice. Nobody's answered how many Enterprises are behind me. Mike says I'm from Connecticut. So So spam the chat right now. Where are you from? How many Enterprises are behind me? And are you looking forward to Lower Deck Season 3? SC Scout Guy says, I dated a girl from Barrie, Ontario once, and man, she was wild. Well, Canadians are wild. Barrie, Ontario, eh? My brother lives in Barrie, and Barrie's like a 4.5, 5-hour drive from me. So, well, Gabriel says, Virginia here, love the Commonwealth. Probably going to wrap this up soon. Can we get another 4 likes, get the 50 likes? If you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button, give it a tap. We're actually only $35 away now from a very perfect goal. So somebody wants to give me another 25 for a shot or whatever, 20, I'll take a 20 for a shot. That would be acceptable. But I'd like to get at least another $35 if possible in super chats. I know it's not possible a lot of times. I don't want to have you guys spending money you don't have, or if things are tight for you, I understand that. This has been a very low month for us revenue-wise. I haven't done a lot of live. We've kind of been on vacation and doing other things. Samuel's been doing a lot of filming for his fan films, and so we've had other things going on. But starting next week, Lower Decks is back in a big way, and so will we be. We always have breakdown videos. We always have our Saturday episodes. Had Saturday episodes every Saturday for, it'll be 8 years in October. The Trekyards is around, and every Saturday we had a release. We've had multiple releases per week, though, when News Trek is on. So it's worth making sure you're subscribed, clicking that notification bell icon, and not missing any of our content. We've got a lot of great content, and these live hangouts as well are always fun. Love getting to know you guys and hanging out with the community. The community is great. You guys in the chat talk to each other. Like I said, it's a great community to be a part of. You are all Trekyardians, as far as I'm concerned. And we love having you guys here. We've created quite a nice place for fans of sci-fi and Star Trek to just come out and hang out and be themselves. So, let's see. Wisconsin is where Eric's from. Church says, B5 used so many of the same tropes as Lord of the Rings, the Shadows. We do not say their name openly. Lord of the Rings, Sauron. We do not say his name openly. It was a great adaptation, but not original. Mike says there is one Enterprise behind you. Wrong. Wilson Todd says there are 7 Starship Enterprises. Wrong. Close, but wrong. Project Achieva has a smiley face. Wilson Todd said just hot. Just hit the like button. Well, thank you. We're only 2 likes away now from the 50. So, do you want to know how many Enterprises are behind me? Honestly, there's 6. Well, right now there's 7, because that's on screen. But there's one here, the Franklin Mint one, right there. There's my 350 scale right there. There's this one, which is a Hallmark one. Oh, you're actually right. There was 7. You're absolutely right. So Wilson Todd, you won. I didn't count this one. I didn't count the schematic. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The ring ship is an Enterprise. This other one over here is the Defiant. It is not the Enterprise. This little one over here, you can't see it. It's just kind of off screen. But it's the Eagle Moss Defiant. There's the ISS Enterprise right there. And this one here is the Phase 2 Enterprise. But yes, this one counts. So yes, Wilson Todd was correct. There was 7. I forgot to count this one. Now there's like 9, because this one and this one. But those don't count because they're scrolling on the screen. But yeah, so 7. It was a trick question because I thought people might get, if they could see it, count the Defiant. I think it stands to only fair that I show you guys, maybe. So there's that one, the Franklin Mint one. Come over here. Oh, there's actually 8. Oh, there's more. There's this one, which I don't think you can really see. There's that one. There's that one. There's this one. There's that one. There's the Defiant. There's the Phase 2 Enterprise. And there's the ISS Enterprise. And of course the ring ship. There's that one there which you can't see. Oh, there's this one too. God damn it. There's so many more than I thought. There's also that one there, which you can't see because my head was in the way. But you could see that one. So there's one up there which you guys can't see. There's the Enterprise E down there. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. There's one on my Alexa. There's the South Bend Enterprise up there. And there's this Hallmark one there too. And that phone stand thing. There's a lot of Enterprises in this room. God damn, there's a lot of Enterprises. And a lot of other cool stuff. So everybody was wrong. Even I was wrong. Because you can see this wooden one right there. You can sometimes see that one when my head moves, I guess. But 49 is a better guess. Shad X27. Wonder if Lower Decks can bring some of Peter David's New Frontier stuff into canon. Says ship porn, lol, oops. Mike says Enterprises everywhere. Oh my god. Wayne Ogg, what's your favorite ship that isn't the Enterprise? I really like the original Romulan Bird of Prey from Balance of Terror. The Bird of Prey, the Klingon Bird of Prey, is also a cool design. Federation ship, though, I'd probably go with, if you want to go canon and movies, I'd probably go with, I really like the design of the Oberth class, or the Grissom. I have a Grissom back here as well, which you can't see. But, Jaws, the Defiant class was designed to fight the Borg, but what exactly made it better at that than any other starships? I guess maneuverability. It didn't seem to have much more firepower. Well, it did have more firepower. It had the quantum torpedoes, which the Sovereigns also did. Not many ships had quantum torpedoes, though. So it had quantum torpedoes. It had the pulse cannons, the pulse phasers, which were much more powerful. It was faster and way more maneuverable to fight the Borg. Plus, it also had the blade of armor, so it was tougher. It was a tough little ship. Yes, it was little. Mine is the D7. Yeah, the D7's also great. I'll show you some other shit that I got too. Why not? I got my Franklin Mint D7 right there, and my Franklin Mint Romulan Bird of Prey. Good stuff. There's that little Oberth I was telling you about right there. The Grissom. There's even more stuff in here. Hold on, let me turn a light on. Starfleet Academy flag. There's the Excelsior up there. Star Wars stuff. There be lots of shit in this room. So, my Gorn sitting in the captain's chair. Various other stuff in here. He-Man, Rescue Rangers, Rocketeer, a Predator, Batman, another Rocketeer, Battle of the Planets, Phoenix, a whole bunch of alien xenomorphs, Ghostbusters stuff, glow-in-the-dark alien xenomorph there, and there's a lot of shit in here. Most of which you don't ever see. So Anyway. It's kind of a mess right now. It's kind of cluttered, but it is what it is. And it ain't no more. My favorite ship would be the paddle steamer Erie from 1901 that is still in service, but when it comes to Trek, is my original Enterprise. Yes, thank you for sharing those pictures with me. Sorry I didn't respond, but I was seeing them, but I was outside doing things, so. Wilson Todd says, I am a champion now, everyone. Well, yes, even though you still had the wrong number, but that's okay. Mike says, I like the switch plate, clever, thank you. Turd Ferguson, the nacelles on my Franklin Mint Enterprise are drooping. I need to give it Viagra. They're easy to take care of and they're easy to fix. A lot of people, I see them with droop. Mine haven't drooped in years because I fixed them, but that's a whole procedure, so. Love the collection. It's only part of the collection. Most of the collection is downstairs, so. Jaws, do you think there's a right way to do serialized Star Trek? It seems like the episodic format works so much better for the franchise. Well, yes, there is a right way to do serialized. Keep them contained to 3 to 4 episodes, 3 to 4 parters. Don't have 10 fucking episodes be one story. Because if your story's bad, it's going to show and it's going to drag on and on and on. So that's probably my best recommendation for that. Episodic works best for Star Trek. End of discussion. Done. Donnie Pearson, my favorite non-Enterprise starship in Star Trek is Defiant from Deep Space Nine. No. It was an inspiration for the Astro megaship in Power Rangers in space. Don't care, because Power Rangers also suck. A feline sublime. DS9 was somewhat hybridized, with major story points moving along with filler episodes and character episodes between them. Yes, DS9 is the best way to do serialized Star Trek. Absolutely, 100% agree. Donnie Pearson, speaking of which, 1 week till more power, don't care. Day before that, 56-year mission in Vegas. I hope the latter, like the former, would live stream. Wilson Todd, do you have the Jupiter 2 from Lost in Space? No. Feline Sublime, the Defiant turned up in the later seasons of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as the new alien's big bad warship. Dale Davis, did you submit a story idea for the Axonar Crazy Horse event? No. Jaws, why did Quark succeed as a breakout alien character while Neelix failed? I have no idea. I like Neelix. I'm one of the people who likes Neelix. I don't mind Neelix at all. I don't know why there's so much hate for Neelix. Neelix is fine. I don't know. I don't think Neelix failed necessarily. What the fuck is this shit? Sorry, that just annoys me. Oh, I know why. That's my bad. A couple of these videos in this playlist actually still have ads turned on. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it there. Didn't quite hit our goal. We're $15 away from a good number. Anybody want to do a $15 super chat? Anybody? A 10, a 5? Who wants the last super chat slot? Now's the time to snipe in. Would there be a way for Neelix to turn up in Prodigy or Lower Decks? Both. Prodigy would make more sense, though. Urs says, yep, totally episodic format is far better, but it goes for any TV series, maybe a TV movie as a 2-part. Feline Sublime, I caught it at the very end. LOL was fun. You can go back and rewatch from the beginning. Wilson Todd, you're funny saying curse words. I'm me. I'm who I am. It's how I talk. You get what you came for, or you get what's advertised. I'm just me. So, yeah, I curse. Who doesn't? Anyway. Mike says, I love Neelix too. He was great and hilarious. Turd Ferguson, a show of hands for everyone who wants to cover the number of times the universe owes Michael Burnham their lives. Anyone? Anyone? Crickets. Grant McGregor throws in $20. Perfect. I'll have a shot for that. Look, you finished Babylon 5, at least the 4th season. Now, good night and good luck. Oh, there we go. I'll have a shot for that. No, it was 20. That's fine. Thank you. You saved the super chat goal at least. So, again, I'm drinking Doc McGillicuddy's peach schnapps. Great stuff. I love peach schnapps. It's so good. All right. Thank you, Grant McGregor. Not only did you save the super chat goal, but you also got the last super chat slot. I cuss too, so I see no problem. It's part of life. LOL. All right. Thank you so much. I might do another live on the weekend. I don't know. I've got a pretty busy weekend. A lot of family stuff going on. Got a couple birthdays from different sides of the family. One on Saturday, one on Sunday. So we'll see how that goes. If I have a chance to do a live, I will. But otherwise, we'll see you guys next week. We have a bunch of lives lined up. And like I said, Thursday night is my first reaction review to Lower Decks, the first episode of season 3. And that'll be Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So join me for that. And I look forward to seeing you all then. So until then, I'm Captain Foley, signing off. Shannon Murphy just returned as I sign off. Shannon, you missed some good stuff. Go check it out. I show off the room a bit. So watch this after the fact. And if you are watching after the fact, by all means, hit that super thanks button and send a super thanks to show your support. We'd appreciate it. And we also hit 53 likes. So we got over our 50 like goal. So awesome work. Good job, guys. You guys have a good night, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye, everybody.